Hi, guys.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Mark and Steven. I am Jeff. They are Mark and Steven, as previously stated.
Thank you.
We are the three people from Hummy's VR Comedy, the YouTube channel that you may have seen, or the TikTok, probably the TikTok account. I think that's probably. Are we just gonna kind of shutter the YouTube thing and we're just TikTok now? Is that?
I hope not. No.
Well,
YouTube's the better account. It's got the full stuff on there. That's the better one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's us, and this is our podcast. This is another thing that we do. We do a lot of stuff.
Yes, we do.
This is one of them. And hello, we're here. And at the beginning of all of our podcasts, real quickly, we do a little bit of giving back. This week, like every week, we're going to learn an idiom.
We're going to learn an idiom, and geography is big these days. You know that
geography is in.
Yeah, that Wordle game, fun. And then when we're streaming, we're going to get back into GeoGuessr.
We're going back to GeoGuessr.
Things are going to get fun with geography, folks. We should have had like an educational musical jingle at the beginning, you know? It feels like it's leaning towards that a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what an educational jingle.
Yeah, that sounds like a different genre of music now.
Or is it like a pencil case?
What would that sound like?
Like as a maraca or something?
Maybe.
I don't know what is education. We'll figure that out. Everybody listening. Don't worry. You don't worry about that. We'll figure that out. That's for us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give an idiom from a different country, and the guys are going to tell me what they think it is and where it's from. This week's idiom is, "It is below the ass of a frog."
Wow.
It is below the ass of a frog.
It is below the ass of a frog. That means that it's so insignificant, don't even worry about it. It's so not important. You're worrying about something that doesn't matter. It's a way of saying, don't worry about it. Okay? And that is something the French say.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
And it's just something they've said. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess to be a little different, I guess you totally stole my answer. No, I couldn't. I can't think that well. I'm gonna say below the ass of a frog means it's well, that's the same thing you were gonna say. Below the ass of a frog means it's so down.
You can say the same thing. You can
no.
You're gonna be okay.
Gotta try something different. It's so down. It's so lower. Not beneath, but it's it's not high.
Okay. All right.
You know what? The bar. How about this? The bar is so low. That's what I'm going for. Yeah.
Expectations.
Expectations.
Okay.
The bar is so low, it's beneath the ass of a frog. And that comes from our friends in Brazil.
Okay.
I don't think we've had very many South American countries guessed in this.
Oh, is that where Brazil is?
Good guess.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Okay, yeah.
This is all right. So the idiom, "It is below the ass of a frog," or this example also says bottom. If you want to, church it up a little bit, it's below the bottom or ass of a frog, meaning the quality of something is very bad.
Oh, okay.
So I
quality.
think I think I might award Mark a half point for his
half point. Yeah,
the bar is so low. It's just
yeah. That's
good.
A good point. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
All right. Good job. Almost.
Yeah. Almost. Good job. Thank you.
Half of a good job. You did half of a good job there.
Well, almost. Thank you
for you. Yeah.
Almost. Thank you.
Now I apologize. This is incorrect. Both guesses on the country are incorrect. It's not Brazil. It's not France.
Fuck.
This is a Hungarian idiom.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hungarian. Okay.
Way to go,
Hungarian,
Hungary.
and there's a little reason why I did this as a slight thank you to the beautiful people of Hungary, because I got I talked to our PR department and our analytics department today,
Mm-hmm.
and
Bill and Sue?
it looks like we were trending. Our podcast was trending. It was on the Apple Podcast comedy charts this week in Hungary.
In Hungary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank
So-
you.
Whoever you are in Hungary that's listening to us, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Even if you're just turning, Apple Podcasts on to play for your pets when you're out of the house or something, hey, yeah, that's fine too.
It matters. It all adds up.
It matters.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll insert a pet segment just to entertain your pets for 1 minute per podcast. We'll do that to say thank you.
We'll have a pet episode.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, it
This
is.
for the pets.
No, because my wife went out of town this past weekend, and when she left doing exactly that. She left with our podcast playing on her computer because our littlest dog stays in like her office. So if we just had one episode that was like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, there's a good boy right there." Just comforting pet words.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet it would get a lot of repeat plays.
For an hour.
For an hour.
People just put it on loop and you leave,
Okay.
when you have to go to work or something.
Okay.
We'll keep your pet company. We don't mind.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
The pet pod.
And
Pet
then
pods.
you play it on a repeat for as long as you're gone. Okay.
No, I say we can do new episodes. We'll start a separate podcast. We'll do new episodes. There'll
Do you
be
think the dogs will get bored? I've heard this one before.
no. And we'll do an 8-hour podcast. So it'll be a whole work
God.
day.
Don't have to worry about repeat or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I
It's too
bet
complicated.
we can get into the Guinness Book of World Records for doing the dumbest pet podcast for the longest.
I would agree.
I think you're right. I would agree, and I
could
think
do that.
Somebody has to take that title. Why not us?
Sure.
Someone's gonna say, "Look at these idiots." So, say what you will, but a lot of exposure.
Right. So,
Important, famous people in the podcast industry have pets.
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad publicity. That's what they say,
No. So thank you, whoever.
unless it's
you
like
are.
something awful.
Aside from that, there's no.
Yeah.
Other than that one little situation,
Mhm.
there's no bad publicity. But thank you, whoever you are in Hungary.
I could go for a sandwich. I'll sit on that. Grenade. All right.
okay.
Thank you. So thank you. And if your country gets on the trending list, if you get your country on the trending Apple Podcast charts trending list, we'll do an idiom for your country too.
Yep. Yeah. You guys in Italy run through the streets screaming the names of our podcast and see if you can get on there and we'll do a little idiom from your country.
That sounds great.
You know what else sounds great?
Hmm.
Science.
Oh, fill
It
me
does.
up. I got my legs in the stirrups. Bring me home, Daddy.
We get a little excited about the science segment on this podcast.
Sorry.
Right. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not. I never thought that like.
I'll just put an ear towards you instead of doing all that.
Sure.
What kind of science news have you got?
People who
Well,
are just
this is-
listening and with the videos, I have my ankles above my head right now for sure. You can see it on our YouTube page.
He's wearing a paper gown that nobody like. It says we don't ask him to do these things,
Mhm.
and it seems like he has a pretty elaborate like OBGYN room set up in his house.
Mhm.
Mm.
The
Yeah, he
doctor
put
should be at
the-
any moment.
Yeah, he put the cap on, the surgical cap on too. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, that's in
Oh.
case, I just did my hair and I don't want anyone to come in here and mess it up. Things squirt. There's liquid flying around. I just want to keep my hair clean.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Sorry,
Uh,
science.
This is just another I guess this is kind of my thing, just refreshers or updates on previous things that we've talked about, science wise. And do you guys remember? You guys remember that little helicopter that went to Mars?
Yeah.
Little helicopter that was only supposed to do a handful of flights. It's still up there flying around.
Wow. I'm assuming someone's getting a raise, right? I mean, you don't just... This guy was like, all right, this is good enough. They made that shit, and then it outperformed by weeks, months?
Yeah, by months. It's on its 19th flight that got delayed. But one of the engineers or designers of it says, as of right now, there's not a single part on it that they're worried about.
Wow.
And this was supposed to...
Getting repowered somehow? It's just solar powered forever? Like it just keeps going?
It's a solar powered helicopter.
And it's just going. I mean, it accomplished its mission, right? It did what it was supposed to do.
It filled its job. Yeah, it did exactly what you said. It did its thing.
And now we just have a toy on Mars right now.
Yeah, and it on one of its extra bonus missions, it went out and scouted for the rover that's up there, and actually saved it because of the scouting, like the forward scouting that it did. It saved it from going into what would have been like some pretty shitty terrain that probably could have caused an issue for the rover. The helicopter was able to get up and get high enough to get like reconnaissance, basically.
Crazy. Holy
and
hell.
say, hey, maybe we don't go over there. Let's go over here.
Okay.
So I just thought it was kind of neat that it was still up there pooting around.
Yeah, for sure. Because I wouldn't look. Most people, I believe, at their jobs do enough to not get fired.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Some people will go and do, do more and be like, oh, go above and beyond, and it's good for them. And
yeah, those are the employees of the month, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Ass kissers.
Yeah. Brown nosers.
Okay.
Head assers.
Boss bangers. As it's called.
Never heard head assers.
But yeah, that guy's got to get a raise, right? Or he's got to be in charge of science gear.
All right, so the NASA guy that was in charge of creating the helicopter mission got promoted to head of science.
head of science gear, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, by the way that I see it, I agree 100%, Mark. It says Ingenuity's $85 million mission was supposed to be done after flight number 5. It's on flight 19 now.
Wow.
So let's do some quick maths. That's 85 million times, that's what, 3 times?
Mm-hmm. Almost
They
4.
owe him $255 million.
by our calculations, yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah. They
would have had to send up 3 other helicopters to do all the free labor they're getting out of this helicopter that's up there.
Yeah. Great point.
I think we should start a campaign to get this publicized, get this more well-known, get this person the money they're owed.
For sure.
Maybe that's what we do, like a local news, like, not the crime busters, but like the who wronged us, or like... We go out and be like, we've heard that you've been putting fake noodles in your SpaghettiOs. We bust them.
Fake noodles?
Yeah, you hear about that all the time on the news. This place is, don't go here, they got fake noodles. Or don't whatever you do, don't eat the SpaghettiOs here because noodles are so fake.
Yeah. Fake noodles. Noozles. Fake noozles. Okay.
Wow.
Crazy.
Well, speaking of, God, I don't have a good transition here. Science.
You're working it.
Yeah, we were. That's a good transition.
Yeah. We got another science thing.
God, I love it.
Oh, lay it on us, please.
No. Hang on a second. Mark, here's the transition. Ready?
Okay.
Mark, you're still in the stirrups there. Well, keep them there because we're going to examine your balls.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. Another article has come out. This one's COVID related.
Okay. Everyone calm down.
Everyone calm down. It says hamster testicles shrink after being infected with COVID, study finds. This was, COVID could spell trouble for testicular health, including decreased size, sperm count, and testosterone levels. This was found from the University of Hong Kong, investigated this in hamsters. And they found this to happen, and they don't know the long-term effects, but could be that, this has happened. Now, it did not happen for vaccinated hamsters. So if you're vaccinated, apparently this hasn't happened. So,
and you're a hamster.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I guess they're not saying there's anything correlated with people yet. Just put that
I'm
out
just
there.
saying, yeah. We don't know if it's correlated with people yet. However, it could be, possibly. Who knows? I don't have enough information yet, but this is just what science is saying at this moment.
I want to point out that hamsters' balls are already pretty small. I mean, the fact that they're like, oh, they shrank. Are they just fucking gone now? Are they just not there? They're like, his balls disappeared.
Well, I don't know what percentage they shrank. Probably not 100.
Should I Google hamster balls and see the size? I'll do it.
Well,
I'll DuckDuckGo.
You're gonna get a lot of those clear plastic balls that you put the hamster in and it runs around.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to turn your safe search off to really get down to.
Yeah, it's gonna show you. Right.
And that's my takeaway is I didn't know that they were doing science stuff on hamsters. I always thought it was like mice or rats
and stuff. Yeah.
And pigs. They'll do
I'm
pigs.
sure all sorts of rodents. Are they rodents? Yeah.
I think they would have.
Yeah, they're in the rodent family. They're like cousins to the mouse.
Okay.
They're like a bigger cousin.
Well, all I'm saying is, wow. I mean, if this is just coming out, your vaccine problem has disappeared, right? If this comes out into the main news, then I'm sure you're not going to have a big vaccine problem anymore, right?
Yeah, let's say
guys will be lining up to get vaccines now. Do you think?
There's no telling. Who knows what anybody wants to do?
Okay. What do you think? What do you think?
I'll say this: happening? What if your balls are too big?
This is a free way to lose some weight in the old.
Right. You say, you know what? I have a big ball problem. I don't care if I get it because my balls are too big anyway. Every time I zip up my pants, I'm constantly punching myself in the balls.
I had these big clangers banging around down there, and they're wearing. I keep wearing through my jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking like the
I can't
opposite.
Ride a horse. You see the problems I'm having?
Right. Every time I get on a bike, I sit on at least one nut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, in case you don't have that problem.
Both my balls need their own bikes. Sorry. So in case you don't have that problem, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, if you're a guy out there and you're worried about COVID now because of that, wow. I can imagine, you know how they had earlier, like people were faking vaccine cards or whatever? Mm-hmm. Now I think people are going to fake like they didn't have a vaccine, you know, like, wow, I don't know what happened. I should go get another vaccine, you know?
Yeah,
just in
that's
case.
A good point.
They finally get down to dirty time in the bedroom. Not like dirty, isn't it? But they're like, daggone it, hun. These used to be much bigger, but that COVID really just shrank them up.
Yeah, took it out of me.
I promise these were so much bigger. Huge. Too big almost before. Now these.
Do you think there is any women out there that might leave their partners because their balls are smaller? I shouldn't say women. I'm saying partners. Someone's partner has smaller balls, and they go, you know what? I liked you when you had bigger balls.
When we first started dating, you had those big old 2-pounders.
Mm-hmm. I used them as eye masks, and I used to sleep.
Yeah.
Just slap those boys on my eyes.
And now they're not there anymore. I fell in love with you because of your large balls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. Tweet at us.
Yeah, tweet at us. Let us know if you've experienced big ball issues or if you're into big balls.
You know what? Don't tweet at us.
Tweet at me. I want to know.
Tweet at me. Yeah, tweet at me. Yeah. Leave Steven out of it, I guess.
Leave Steven out of it. Just me and Jeff.
Wow. Well, anyway, that's another bit of science news happening. Thank God there's rats and mice and hamsters out there to help us all with some science discoveries, you know?
Well, this leads straight into what I want to talk about. Oh, my God. Speaking of animals.
Uh-oh. Is this... Go on.
Yeah, go on. You've probably already seen it. Elon Musk's.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's happening there?
Elon Musk company confirms monkeys died in the brain chip testing project, right? So for Neuralink, they're testing it. Yeah, they're testing it on monkeys, and they died, and then they deny animal cruelty. They're like, well, that wasn't. So how do we tiptoe around this? Because number one, I think putting anything. Is there any science product that is in our brain now that helps us? Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't even fucking. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't even think like how normally I am.
Okay. Let me.
Is there anything that
translate?
Yeah, please.
Are there any implants now that we're using?
Great, man. You should be me.
There's like the cochlear implant, like the hearing aid stuff. I don't know about the brain.
Yeah.
I swear I feel like there's a hearing aid like that I've seen attached like behind on people's heads.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that probably goes to look at us just spitting out bullshit. That goes to a nerve, and it makes them, it sends a signal, right? But it's not in the brain; it's like on the head.
Yeah.
So I guess neural implants do exist. Maybe.
Okay.
It's my conclusion. So
glad you guys came here for information.
If you want to learn nothing.
Well, okay, so this Neuralink is like supposed to be something that you don't need like phones anymore. You can make a call in your head.
Is that what he's trying to do?
Yeah, it's just like he's just trying to put a phone in your head, basically.
No, I can't have that. Look, I like my Android phone still. Someone sends me a text, I read it. I don't have to deal with the on-read thing, right? Mm-hmm. I get back to them whenever I want.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't need someone texting my head and then waiting immediately for me to reply. You know what I mean? Let me sleep or work on the thing I need to work on. I put my phone on my desk over there while I'm working. I get back to people when I do. Okay.
Oh, that's a great move. Put it across the room. Yeah.
I put it across the room. And when I don't reply immediately, you know that I'm probably working on something.
Yeah.
So I don't want Elon Musk in my head,
Yeah. Well, and also like, yeah, that's a great move. I do a timer. So I'll set a timer and then like the do not disturb thing and put it next to me. So it's like I want to work for this certain amount of time or whatever. But yeah, you're right. Like it'll still like buzz sometimes, and I'm like, what the fuck? And of course, by instinct, I pick it up and it bothers me. Think about if someone has access to you 24/7, getting a dick pic, so you just know about a dick now. I mean, that's a problem, dude. If I'm trying
to imagine people pranking each other, right?
Exactly, dude.
Dicks flashing up in your vision immediately.
Yeah. What's that guy that was a meme? He's sitting on the edge of the bed or whatever, and his dick's down to his knee. And remember, I got that like 400 times in college. What's that?
400 times. Yeah, sure, I know. Right, yeah. Let's say you don't like someone, you prank them 3 in the morning. I'm gonna make you dream about dicks. You know?
Well, yeah, and then you're tossing and turning, and your partner turns over. Like, what's the problem? It's like, all these dicks in my head. I can't stop knowing about dicks.
Or it's just like, imagine if like school age children had these. Like, and just like a wave of people discovering, like one student stumbles across Goatsy or Tub Girl or something.
Oh yeah.
And then sends it to the entire school immediately. It's just like every classroom. You can hear all the classrooms from out in the hall. They're like, "Oh my god!"
Right? Yeah.
All
Mark,
at the same time. What do you think is happening? Like in this technology, you have these implants. Someone messages you a dick pic. Mm-hmm. You're saying that the receiver has the thought of a dick and not the image that pops up. How do you think it works?
I think it's an image that pops up. Like you see it immediately with no choice. I believe. I mean, I don't know. It just pops up. You see the picture that they sent you, and then again, now I'm wondering how they're sending you those pictures. If they also have if we're all having the Neuralink.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a phone number anymore, right? It would just be like a name, or something, right?
Yeah,
or maybe you get together, you do butt heads together, and then you have each other's contact information, right?
Yeah.
Where did that go? Remember when that there was like a fist bump app?
Yeah, that's still out there, I think.
In the early days of smartphones.
That was supposed to be like the coolest thing ever. Like, oh, we just bump phones, and then that's how someone stole your information immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's many reasons why this is a bad idea to have brain implants.
Don't put anything in your brain. Yeah.
Did you see that TikTok I sent you? Yeah, you forced me to. Yeah, I saw it.
I had no choice.
Right. Yeah, and then when people are like in their Neuralink, they'll just like their eyes will just like stare out into space, like it just glaze over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're not looking at anything, but they're in their own head, and then they come out of it. That's weird.
Yeah, because people don't do that now. People don't spend like a good 70% of their day looking like that now.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, no. That's a good point.
Jeepers creepers.
I don't just stare off into space. People don't just stare off into space for hours on end unless they're shaken.
Yeah, that's hopefully not going to become a thing.
It won't. It can't. This isn't like seeing the internet and being like, oh, that's never going to catch on. I mean, people aren't going to want something in their body. I mean, obviously, the vaccine's an issue. You think people are going to sign up to get a fucking chip drilled into their brain through their skull and just so they don't have to carry around a phone? I like the fact that I can just put my phone, like you said, across the room, or if it's the weekend and I'm playing with the girls or something, sometimes I'll just leave it in my room and I'm out there playing and I don't get distracted at all.
Well, you say that now, but do you remember when we used to not have cell phones? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And how free it was?
How free it was? Oh, yeah. At first I thought you were talking about, you mean like how you're having to wait till like 9 p.m. to call someone? Because it was free to talk to them then?
No, when we were way, way younger, before cell phones.
Yeah.
Even younger than we already are is what.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So what? That was the first year of
with your friends hanging out, and no one could text you or find out where you were. You just get back home when your curfew was.
Yeah. I remember coming back home from college one time, and I love the fact that, like, coming back for the holidays, like I think it was Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving break, and I just turned my phone off for the whole break because I knew friends would try to call me or text me, and then if it went straight to voicemail or whatever, then obviously my phone is off, right? So it's almost like, hey, it's not my fault. It's my phone's fault. My phone's off. Something's going on with my phone, right? But just to turn that off for days. I mean, obviously phones aren't as cool as they are now, but just to turn that off for like days and not be able to contact, and just, it was liberating of just, I'm going to go do this and no one can get in touch with me and I can't get in touch with anybody else and it doesn't matter. And I'm going to go do whatever I want and no one can stop me.
Yep. And so my point is, would you go back to that now? You can't. You can't.
I can't because I can't just leave my phone and leave the house and my wife be like, where are you going? And just especially with the kids, right? That's an issue.
Yep. So someone could grab your location straight to your brain. Where's your brain at right now?
Oh my God. Where's your brain at?
Jeez. Yeah. Can't do it. I'll resist this next phase of stuff coming in.
Yeah, I'm not doing the chip. I'm pro no chip.
I'm not going to do the chip. I'm not going to do the chip either.
I'm con chip.
Yeah. you might like it. Is that what you're saying?
I mean,
you see some pros.
I think it's more of an addiction thing. It's like, because I have my phone. I want to see as much shit as I can, cram as much. Feel like I got to see more. Mm-hmm. I'm limited by how fast my thumbs can scroll and how fast my eyes can take in that info. If it's going straight to the source, I can bypass all that shit. I don't probably like no battery to recharge maybe or something at that point. So I don't have to worry about all that bullshit. I can just have a constant feed of info.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
do you think,
what was it, Short Circuit, when Johnny Five like read a whole book and like he just thumbed through it as fast as he could?
Oh yeah.
And he read the whole thing.
I would do that. If you're giving me information instantly, like knowledge, then maybe I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Do you think it'd be like Matrix? Like you don't actually have to watch the video or learn the thing. You just know it.
I know Kung Fu
You
now.
just memorize.
Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be interesting because then you're gonna have everybody know everybody else, or like everyone knows the same thing. So we're not interesting at all.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it just puts everybody on the same on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or it would help. No, I don't know.
No, I know what you're gonna say. Everyone knows the same thing, so you can figure out like, oh, that is a fact, or that is not a fact. Right.
You can have other reasons, things to make your personality. Like you don't have to choose a stupid bullshit thing to like be like, yeah, we all know that. We all know about all that. Like you don't. That's not unique to you. Like,
right.
Let's find out something that's unique to you.
Yeah,
and choose that to be your personality.
Yeah, make some crafts on Etsy. That can be you. You don't have to be this dipshit.
Wait, no, I take it all back. If Pinterest can get in my brain, then fuck, I'm out. I don't want this.
I will say, if there are ads that can get in my brain, that's a no for
100% there will be.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
All it is going to be another way of feeding us ads.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Speaking of, do you guys have balls that are getting too hairy for summer coming up? Get Manscaped and shave your nuts that hopefully haven't gotten smaller because of your... Just kidding. We're not really sponsored by Manscaped. It's just a...
And also, if they have, then less work. So the trimming won't take as long because they're smaller.
Oh, I wonder if this is... sell Manscaped if you have any of that stock.
Yeah.
People are going to be needing to shave. Trim up those old pubes a lot less.
Yeah, because they're going to be trying to hide those eggs in a bush. I would, right?
Yeah.
Make your balls appear. It's like, I have these small balls. I'm going to cover them up. Cover them up with a bunch of hair. I might even take some of my head hair and throw it down there.
Gorilla mask. Oh, man. Reverse gorilla mask yourself.
Get a little wig for my balls.
Merkin, I believe.
What are we talking about, you guys? Hang on, let's.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Steven, I forgot you were here.
So, guys, I haven't been anywhere lately.
Transition into a next. Yeah, me and Mark went on a ski trip out west in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
for a few days.
Shit, I was telling people Colorado. I was.
Oh, really?
Wrong. Yeah, I thought you wanted to call it. Sorry.
Yeah, we were in Utah for a few days skiing. I've been on vacation in a long, long time, and it's just something I don't do anymore. Just work too damn much. But yeah, so we did that. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, nice. You guys? Now you said ski. Did you do the skiing or the snowboarding?
Oh well, I was skiing. Everyone else was snowboarding. Yeah. But in fact, I had to borrow my uncle's ski gear.
Yeah, go to Hummy's Instagram. I'm gonna post some pictures too tomorrow. But oh my god, if you could go and just see it.
Yeah, because that stuff's expensive. So I borrowed his ski gear, which he's had for 40 years. So I was in pants from thin, tight pants from 1980.
So tight.
Out on the ski slopes.
I mean, they're bell bottoms. They're bib bell bottoms.
But that stuff. Oh my god! I wish I could have seen it. But that stuff, it's all circular, cyclical. Like you're probably one of the more fashionable people, like out there in vintage ski gear.
Yeah, everyone else had these baggy pants, all warm and everything. No, it's not where it's at. We did some pose photos and stuff, and I apparently looked pretty good. I looked pretty good. We took some photos, and Mark said, and I quote, he said to me, "You look like you could be on the cover of Fuck magazine."
He did, man.
The most uncreative magazine title ever.
Yeah. I can't believe they're still putting that out. Like,
yeah, Fuck magazine. I don't think it exists, but we should make it.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with fucking. It's just other stuff. That's what we were talking about. Just Fuck magazine and put just snowboarding and like skiing and birds in there.
Guy swinging a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's like back in the day before Jackass, they had like dumb magazine, like the skateboard magazine,
Yeah.
That's what we do. We start Fuck magazine. It's just going to be random junk and stuff,
Yeah. Kick ass
shit.
All kinds of stuff.
What happened to that?
Dude doing a sick, like back handspring or something. We put him on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
That's kick ass.
Oh, yeah.
But But
so,
Jeff, Gary brought Wingspan.
Did you guys get to play?
Oh, God, did we play?
How many? Excuse me. I'm sorry. How many games did you play?
2 a night.
2.
Oh boy,
back to back.
Y'all are probably knowing so much about birds right now.
Listen, it's not even like. Here's the thing: is just for the listeners, Jeff. Would you say that the average time it takes to play Wingspan is 2.5, 3 hours, somewhere in that range? 2 hours, 2.5.
I'd say at minimum 2 hours.
Okay, minimum 2 hours. Yeah.
I mean, we may have gotten like towards when we went in the fall when we went and played it. I feel like we're kind of banging through them. We
For those listening, Wingspan is a board game that's hot right now.
Super hot.
Tabletop, yeah.
I mean, we were cold in Utah. We brought that bad boy out, warmed right up.
Yeah. So go ahead, Mark. What were you saying? We had 5 players.
5 players. We went through these games an hour and a half a piece, just swinging, dude. I mean, the first round was literally like, okay, I'm grabbing food, and then it's fine. Like we would go a round less than a minute. The first 2 rounds were just like NASCAR, just because like I'm getting a worm. Okay, I'm birthing a bird. Here's the cherry, and then I'm done. Like just crazy, dude. So it was
that's ridiculous.
It was us 2. It was Trent and Gary, our cousins. Some people know him as Title Trent, and they're Trent's like a really good friend, Drew, and we've met him a couple times. And wow, he fit right in. Loved the birds. Just
how can you not?
Yeah, how can you not? And it was super fun, man. So that's what we did. We skied and boarded all day, and then came
Boarded
home
at night.
Yeah, birded at night, and then went to bed. That's all we did.
Yep, for 3 days straight.
Yep,
snowboarding all day, and then wingspan at night. 3 days in a row. I have a little bit of sunburn and a little bit of chapped lips from all the wind and the cold.
From the wings of the birds. That's what.
Yeah, I'm recovering. I don't use chapstick, but I have. I'm using it now to try and recover myself. I kept it in my back pocket, and
pants are too tight to get it out.
Well, the thing is, when you keep it there, it really chaps my ass. Do we have a sound? There we go.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it was so funny. Steven said this. We were all sitting on the ski lift going up, and me and Gary, I think we like turned around and we're like, "Oh, look at those mountains! Are beautiful." And Steven's sitting in the middle, and he's like, "It's too tight to turn around." The ski was too tight; he couldn't turn his shoulders.
Me and my 80 ski gear, yeah, I couldn't turn around and look behind me.
I feel like that's probably safer that way. Like,
maybe, I heard the view was beautiful.
Right. I mean, you go online and see those pictures. You don't need to see it while you're there. You're there for the sport.
Yeah.
So who did the like? What do you like? Is it the fastest or like the most spins? I don't like. How do you? How is skiing judged?
I'm not sure, but it was fun. I mean, by day 2, I regained my confidence from years ago, and I would, go off the slopes into the trees a little bit. We would make paths in the trees.
Oh,
that stuff.
Backcountry.
Oh yeah. In fact, I'm gonna actually create a video when we're done here, and I'll put it up there. But
nice.
At one point, I see, down below me, 50 yards or something like that. I see Mark crashed. He fell over, and
we're in the woods, by the way.
Yeah, we're in the woods. We don't know if we're on a slope or not. We're like kind of lost a little bit. And then
because we basically it's like, all this shit is gonna funnel down into the bottom, right? So we're like, let's go off on these into the woods and stuff. So we're like, we cannot see a trail from where we are.
No, we are deep in the woods at this point. And Mark's crashed. He's like on his side. I'm like, oh shit. Is he all right? And then I come skiing over. I'm trying to dodge trees left, right, going back and forth. I get over there. Apparently, I hit the same bump he hit, and I tumbled over, and we're both heaped in one lump on the ground in deep powder where it's hard to get out,
Yeah.
And this tree, I had straddled this tree. Mark's on the ground. I had straddled a tree because I'm on skis, not a board, and it's holding my torso up. So I'm just kind of a limp, hanging on a tree, looking down at Mark that's on the ground.
We can't help each other because I'm down, he's up. There's a tree between us,
and we're lost.
Yeah.
And at that point, we're like, well, this is where it ends, right here.
We almost gave up. We almost just was like, if someone finds us, hopefully they'll bring food.
Oh, man.
That was a fun time.
Yeah, the first 2 days were fine for me. And then the last day, I fell more than I have in probably all my time snowboarding because I don't know if it was my legs or whatever, but I wasn't keeping an edge on snowboard. You have to keep an edge, going heel to toe. And there was one point where I was just staying flat and I was gaining speed. And I've done this to the 2 days prior, but this time I just caught an edge and I just fly swatted, just whack right into the ground. And I rolled it. The board probably went over my head at least 2 times, where it was just I rolled it's stuff. If I saw what
oh my God.
Yeah. If I swear to God, I thought I'd chip my teeth. That's how hard my head hit the ground too. Of just yeah. So I thought that was an issue. And then the first day it snowed. It was I don't know, 7 inches of powder probably, is because it snowed all day. It was supposed to be like 5, but it was like 7. But towards the end, it was like really bad visibility to the point where sometimes, like if no one was in front of you and there were no trees immediately around, it looked like you were looking at a white sheet of paper in front of you. You could not see I swear to God, you couldn't tell what was sky, what was ground, what was, we couldn't see a ridge line or anything. So whoever was going first at that time, you're like, all right, at least I have some kind of gauge of what this mountain looks like.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was wild, man.
It was a fun time.
Yeah, I believe we had one of the best dining experiences.
Oh,
so
we did.
So there's this place that I actually went with Trent. I think it was about 8 or 9 years ago. I went to the same mountain when we snowboarded, and there's this little place. I forgot what the name is. Do you know the name, Steven?
Mm-mm.
Damn it. Well, we're going to keep it a secret anyway because they're doing just fine. and it's this one guy. It's a husband and wife, and they do these Japanese food, and it is so legit and so good. And it's such a small place. It's about the size of, I don't know. There's only 4 tables in there. So it's like, yeah, super like low key type of place. We went in there. I think it was one of the days we ate dinner, and it was amazing. And Drew, the guy, Trent's friend, liked it so much. He was like, let's go back. And I was like, yeah, let's go. We're all like, yeah, it was amazing. So we go back and we're like, hey, we're going to make a reservation for like 5:30. Like, get in so we can bird it up, really all throughout the night. So we call him and he goes, I'm typically busy, real busy Fridays. What do you want to eat? This is like going to be the next day. He's like, what do you want to eat? And he's like, I guess I'll get everyone's order. So we talk about the order. We call him back. We're like, we want this. We come in at 5:30. We sit down, brings all of it out immediately. I was like, this is amazing. I cannot think of a better dining experience than to go into a restaurant, sit down, have exactly what you want right in front of you. I mean, we were in and out of there, 20 minutes?
Yeah. It's like, why isn't this a thing?
Yeah. Why isn't that the norm? Why?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah. No rush, no nothing. Just sat down. Here's your food. It was warm, or just the way it was supposed to be.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no one comes up and takes your order. You just sit down, and they bring exactly what you want out.
I kind of want to try it
immediately
somewhere here, and just like, I'm gonna be there at 7.
Well, and I'll go ahead and pay for it so that like you guys aren't worried about me flaking and like you guys cooking the food and nobody showing up. I'll pay for it now so that we don't have to settle up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is why.
I'm sure you can do that, right? Because you order something to go. Oh, I'll come in there and I'll pick it up. We do that all the time.
Right.
Just put it on a plate.
Yeah, just give it to me when I get there, except for not in a box, just on a plate,
Yeah.
Can you change your mind? Say, I'm going to pick it up, and they have it in there, and be like, you know what? Can I sit at that open table? And they go, well, okay. And now you've done it.
We're going to try and make this a thing, I think.
Yeah, it absolutely should be a thing.
Great.
I don't think there's anything. I can't remember if we talked about this on the podcast. I can't think of anything I hate more than a wait at a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
It's my time isn't that valuable.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of free time. I fuck around a lot, but still, I hate when you go and especially if it's like not even that fancy or like not even like that special of a restaurant. It's just food.
Yeah,
and you have to wait. Like, no, I'll go to the place next door. I don't care.
Right.
Nothing is that special. I don't know.
We'll make it a thing. We'll start a movement.
That's one thing that I get nervous about if I'm eating somewhere and Dad is with us.
Man,
he doesn't wait. He doesn't wait.
He
gets impatient at restaurants. That's just something he does.
Did we talk about that place in I think it was Universal Studios? Did we talk about that on here before?
Like if he doesn't wait, like if he's already been seated, or like wait to like get a seat.
Both. Both. Yeah.
We were at I think it was Universal Studios one time, and the guy said, "Yeah, we'll get your table. It's going to be 20 minutes." And of course, Dad's like, he does this Brady sigh. If you're a Brady, you're very familiar with the sigh. Okay, so it goes waiting around. We probably wait for about 30 minutes. The guy, and he asked the guy, he goes, he's so upfront, and this is gentle soul. This man is, right, but when it comes to food, fucking get the fuck out of the way. I mean, so 20. It's been about 30 minutes, and he goes up to the guy, and he goes, "Oh, I think it's going to be about another 15 minutes or something like that." And my dad starts walking towards the guy, and he goes, "You told us, it's 30 minutes ago." And I swear to God, the guy starts backing up. He starts backing up as my dad is continuously walking towards him. And he's like, he's got his hands up. Like he's got a fucking gun. There's no gun in his hand. But the guy was like, "Sir, I understand." Like,
I mean, for the listener, y'all's dad is probably the largest person I know, or like just tall, like largest frame person.
Yeah.
Like, Dad's a big guy. Like it would be intimidating.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah, yeah. True. Not like a large person, a tall person.
Right,
a tall person that is also
that also is fit. Yeah, I remember plenty of times, like all the way through high school, people being like, "That's your dad?" I was like, yeah.
He was a basketball player, and tall guy. So it's not many people have said no to him. I think that's why he can get away with this stuff. But every time we're at a restaurant and the wait is just a little bit longer than it should be, I see him start to like turn around and look behind him. I'm like, let's wait a little longer, Dad. It should be here soon.
Yeah.
He'll get up and talk to people.
I remember there's a story out there that my mom has told. She swears to God up and down it's true, and he denies it, that it didn't happen that way. But this waiter was trying to take his food before he was done. Where he was like, "Oh, sir, you're done with this," and he started taking the plate, and my dad stabbed his hand, not like hard, but like poked his hand, and it was like, "No, I'm still eating that." Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're stabbing people like
with the dinner knife?
Yeah, with the dinner knife. Was it? Yeah, I think it was,
man.
Yeah. It's just like, dude, I'm telling you, if this guy doesn't eat, I'm kind of like that too. I think that's one thing I got from him, where it's just
you get stabby when you're hungry.
Real stabby. Just get out a knife and I just start waving it around. Now I've had to do that now. I've gone with my in-laws. They take us to like we'll go to like Disney or Universal, and the same wait stuff is going on, right? And I've had to a couple times gotten just so irritated. Like, this is in front of my in-laws where you're supposed to like mind your manners, where
sure. Yeah.
I find someone and I go, what the fuck? I don't say what the fuck, obviously, but I go, "Hey, I plead my case," and then we get a table. So I don't know, maybe it works. But let's talk about this, Steven. Our first meal in Utah when we landed, where we sat outside.
Yeah.
So we sat outside, and it's a tricky situation when you're waiting for your food, right? Because it was a
right. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because we're somewhere in Salt Lake City. Yep. At this place. Go ahead.
And we're waiting for Gary and Drew to get here. All three of us are together. We're like, let's go grab lunch real quick outside the airport. We'll come back. We'll pick them up. So we go to this restaurant. I look it up. It's supposed to be really good. We sit outside. There's like 3 tables outside, and we're one of them. And this one guy apparently is just working. He's like, people didn't show up, whatever the story is. And we're outside, and we're waiting for about I don't know,
20 minutes.
20 minutes before we even get our drinks, right?
Okay.
Before they even like come to see, and we're kind of in a time crunch of like, let's hurry up, let's order our food. So it is a tricky thing of like, hey, I want to go in there and say, hey guys, no one's seen us yet, right? But I also don't want anyone to come in my food, right?
Yeah, you don't want to ever piss off your waiter, right?
So there's like, we were talking about the first two lines that we would have said to our waiter to kind of just like, what do we say? How do we say this in the right way?
We want to be polite,
right?
But also let them know
get your point across. Like,
yeah.
Just say.
So what do we say?
Yeah, the first two lines that we all thought as a unit that would be good was, excuse me, I don't want to get cum in my food, but we just thought it was a nice day to sit outside.
That's all you gotta say. Get your point across,
right? Like, no one's come out to see us in a while. Like, we're outside, and I understand. Like, I'm not trying to. I don't want you to come or jizz in my food. But I guess there's got to be a way. And if you're a waiter, call in. What's a polite way?
The lines are open.
Yeah. What's a polite way to get into that without being a dick? Because I'm not trying to be a dick, but I just want you to know that it has been a bit, but please don't fuck with my food, you know? So I am the type of person that will, once I'm at a table, I will wait a long period of time because I am fully aware that people, I mean, yeah, our dad's friend, we heard stories of our dad's friend. He would like stir people's drinks with his dick. That's not even a fucking joke, dude. Like, that's who was a waiter. I mean, this is
when you're a kid working in a restaurant, you'll do dumb stuff.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. I saw kids doing that. I worked as a waiter. I worked in
restaurants. Kids' dicks?
No. Let me be clear. No, but I saw my other kids in high school that were working there also did stupid stuff. And
yeah.
I worked as a waiter one summer. Horrible. I'm always polite to the wait staff, always. And you can tell if you go out with me, that's like a big thing that I do. So yeah, I don't complain when I'm out there. So
yeah.
What do you do?
Don't complain about how long it's taking about your food. It's just a rule. But there's got to be some sort of thing where you don't, because you can be like, hey, where's our food? And then, oh, you're getting pubes in your salad. Okay? But
yeah, I've seen kids do horrible things, and it's like, oh,
yeah,
I can't complain ever now.
So there's got to be a way of being like, I don't know. Is there a catchphrase? Is there a way to just say, "Hey, is our food?" Yeah, there's no way to say it. Is our food close?
I think. Yeah, I don't know if there is a way. Like, if you did have to say something, maybe something like, "Hello, I'm recognizing you as a human being with your own individual problems and issues and everything going on, and I appreciate you being here. I am also a human being with his own issues and problems and whatnot. We're gathered here today. I've laid myself bare unto your abilities and your caregiving here. My friends and I, also human beings with their own individual problems. Very compassionate people, all of us, and I see that you are as well. It's a real great day outside, so we wanted to sit outside. We haven't seen anybody yet, and that's fine. We're just letting you know that we have not been seen yet.
Okay.
I think I don't think you can if you're worried about the retaliation from the kitchen, I think your only move is to leave. You don't say anything. You just pay for what you've ordered and you leave.
I've done that before. I have done that once, I believe, where I just said, "We'll just take the check," and they're like, "Oh, you sure?" Yeah, we'll just take the check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if it's been super long and all we've gotten is our waters,
I'll just leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just pop out. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder, like Uber rates you as a passenger, right? Your drivers.
Yeah.
I wonder if could Yelp start, have a thing where the restaurants can start rating customers?
That'd be great. Yeah. You start rating
this guy's
customers.
a pain in the ass sender backer. Or
you wouldn't have a way to identify them unless you had the neural implant, I'm afraid.
Fuck. Well, maybe there's something. I mean, everyone's going to those scannable menus now, obviously because of COVID. So you scan the menu, it shows your name, and it's linked to your whatever account of Yelp or whatever this thing is, a restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're linked to your Eat Me account. Yeah,
Eat Me account.
There should 100% be a thing where there's because some people will go and vote bomb restaurants, if they find out, they did something that they don't agree with, or for reasons completely unrelated to the actual meals there and service there. There should be 100% be QR codes printed on your receipt that you scan, and then you leave a review on that. So you can say, yes, I'm a verified reviewer. Because on Amazon, same with Amazon, people can rate products they haven't even bought yet.
Right, yeah.
But this says, yeah, I ate here. And then the restaurant can see that and go and see the receipt and be like, oh yeah, that dude was a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
Or that guy was a great tipper. He didn't ask for anything extra. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I mean, I think the best idea is what you guys had, where you just go in and you're immediately brought the food, you eat it, and then you just GTFO.
Yeah, great system.
Yep. I think that should be.
Yep, and that way you're avoiding the whole.
It's all
the whole dialogue Jeff said. Look, you're a person with needs and desires, life goals,
wants.
I too. I'm that person.
The same. We're equals. We're the same.
Mm-hmm.
What is the temperature like in Salt Lake this time of year? You said you guys ate outside. Was it cold?
So Salt Lake was what? It was in the 50s, I think.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, it was nice. And then we drove an hour to Ogden, to this place called Powder Mountain that was nearby, and it's just I think on the mountain there were some days where it was 17 or something, maybe even 10. It got down to 10 on the mountain, but when you down the mountain, I think it was maybe 20s, 30s, low 30s.
That doesn't seem too bad for.
Yeah, I think we were snowboarding at 6,000
something feet. Yeah,
yeah. So it was up there.
Well, that's exciting. I'm excited to see this video. I can't wait to see the cover of Fuck Magazine next month.
Oh man, yeah,
yeah. I'll have to get on that. Yeah.
Well, is that all we had for tonight, guys?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I do want to remind everybody of? We did a bonus episode last week before, whenever it was.
Yes, we did.
We watched My Octopus Teacher, I believe is the name of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A documentary on Netflix. I think it was more of a rom-com.
Yeah. That was fun. Yeah, do check that out. Yep.
Mm-hmm. If you're in the Discord, if you're a Patreon subscriber or a Twitch subscriber, get in the extras channel on our Discord and give that a watch and let us know what you think. We were a little hesitant going in doing a documentary or a nature, non fiction thing or whatever. I think it was one of our funnier ones. I think I had more fun doing that one than any of the other movies.
It was a good one.
Yeah, I thought about that before, and I almost replayed it. just the audio of it. So Yeah, that's what we're doing on the Patreon is some watch alongs and stuff that we have not seen together. And you guys can give us suggestions too, and we can do that. But right now, it's just us three are kind of rotating which ones we want to do that look interesting, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Do a watch along with us.
So subscribe on those places. Come listen to all the bonus episodes of the podcast, all the extra content, bonus content for the YouTube videos. Like us, or I guess now it's not subscribe on Apple Podcasts, it's follow on Apple Podcasts is what they want the.
Oh,
okay.
Follow us on Apple Podcasts. Leave a review there.
Yep. Hit the share button to help the algorithms and such. Share it. Send it along.
And if you have one of those neural links already, then I guess you don't have to touch anything. You just
send it to someone at 3 in the morning. Help us out,
Get it out there any way you can. Do it with your brain.
All right. Well, with those neural links, we're talking about like reading books and knowing all of those instantly. I wonder if that would work for other media. Like, could you listen to a comedy album or just know a comedy album instantly?
That's interesting. Yeah. So it's not even like you enjoy it, but you just immediately get it. Right?
You just osmosis it.
Yeah. Speaking of getting it, you said comedy album.
Yeah.
I have a comedy album.
What? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, I don't have a Neuralink, so how would I listen to it now?
Great. That's a great question. Yeah. I almost don't know myself, but I barely know enough. And you can listen to my album. It's Mark Brady Incognito, and it's on Apple Music. You can find it there. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Amazon Music.
Yeah. Can I just say, if you're out there looking for substance, you don't need a plug. We have a plug master right here. His name's Jeff.
I am for hire. Well, yeah, then I think I'll go. I might listen to it on all of those platforms and see if there's any differences.
That would be great. Yeah, if you could do it, it would help. Also, you could share that. Share it with me.
I like to share things. I'm polite. Okay. Well, I'll do that.
We're all polite. We all have our own lives.
We have our own minds.
Our own goals.
Yeah. We're just human beings trying to get through the day. All right. Well, I'll do that.
Yeah. And see if you can share it. Don't come on us, but have a nice day.
Yeah. Don't fart on my soup.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.